Okay. Please excuse my appearance. We're gonna get it together in this video. We're going from 0 to 100 real quick.
Stop looking at me! Why can't I just blend in?
Alright, so I'm getting ready to go to an outside party. It is hot. It's summertime. So I have oily combination skin. I wanted to do a glowy look today. So I'm gonna show you guys how you can get a glowy look with oily combination skin. So let's get into this video. We're gonna start out with this primer. This is a NARS Pore and Shine Control primer, and I like to keep the base more on the matte side first, and then we're gonna get a little bit more dewy later on, just because we want the base to stay in place. I'm gonna put this everywhere. I'm just gonna put this on my forehead a little bit. I did do my brows already because it takes me like an hour to do my brows. I'm just kidding. It takes longer though on camera for some reason. So I'm gonna put some of this powder on my face just because I want to make sure there's no oil. I want dew but not oil. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and take this Mercier powder in the deep version. I'm gonna put some of that in the cover, press that in my T-zone where I get the most oily to keep it more controlled. Oh my gosh, you guys, I started watching Euphoria, and I don't know if you guys seen the show, and I don't want to give out like spoilers, but like I wanted to talk about it because like it had me shook. So for foundation is where I'm gonna start mixing in some more dewy products. I'm gonna add in the Estee Lauder Double Wear for my more matte area, which is my oily T-zone, and then for my more not so oily areas, I'm gonna use this foundation, Dewy and Smooth Maybelline Fit Me foundation. We're gonna start with the Double Wear foundation and focus that in the center of my face. I'm gonna put this on the back of my hand actually today, like this. That's probably a lot, but put this here. All right, so I started watching Euphoria when it came out, and I had to take a little break because it got too crazy for me at one point. But then I started watching it again because it was so good I had to like find out what's gonna happen. Anyways, I have so many opinions. The characters, like, they're all so different, and it's just crazy. Like, they're going through so much. It's kind of reminds me of like Degrassi. I feel like Euphoria is a present day Degrassi. It's very parallel in a lot of ways, and I just feel like it's very similar. Anyways, it is directed, or Drake has a lot to do with the show, so I think it's his show. I'm not really sure on that though. I'm gonna add some of this other foundation now. So I was watching the season finale last night, and like out of all the people in the show, like the show is very believable in a lot of ways, but some of the characters are just not realistic in my opinion. Like Nate, oh my gosh, you guys, I just feel like he's just not, like, I just cannot see that happening. I just can't see his character being real. Like in real life, I feel like that would just not be a thing where somebody like him is able to do all that and have all that power and just like so controlling over all these people. It just doesn't make sense to me because he's not like that. Like I don't know. It's so weird. If you watch the show, you guys know what I mean. But like, I don't want to give away too many spoilers because I don't know if you guys are planning to watch it and you haven't yet. I don't know. Anyways, I want you guys to comment in the section down below. I want you guys to comment in the comment section down below what you guys think about Nate's character, because I really am so confused at some of the things he's able to do and get away with. Him calling the cops sounds realistic. I'm not gonna say who he called the cops on, but that's about the most realistic thing he would ever do. Like, you know, he could call the cops. Like that sounds realistic. You know, that sounds about right. But like, for example, like him like breaking into that guy's house and like being in his apartment, like how did he do that? Like, how is that even possible? Like, how would he be able to do that? I don't know. This does not make any sense. And like, I want to talk a little bit about Rue and her character and like whatever. So, oh my gosh, this foundation base looks amazing. So you guys can see the perimeter is a little bit more glowy than the center of my face, not as glowy. Hopefully you can see that, but that's how it's looking right now in real life. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and add some concealers. So I don't know which ones to use today, so I picked out 4. So for concealer, I'm gonna start with Fenty. I'm gonna use 385. No, I'm gonna use 390. I'm gonna use the Fenty concealer in 390 first. So next I want to talk about Rue a little bit because So Rue's storyline is really interesting. So I actually read an article from the director, and he said that Rue didn't die. So I was talking to one of my coworkers, and she thought that maybe Rue was dead, and I also saw that online that people were saying maybe she is dead. It looks like she died to me as well. Like, if I were to interpret the way it was filmed, it seemed like she died, because like when she was dancing in the end, and she was like, everyone was kind of ignoring her throughout that whole scene, except for her dad, who was actually not alive. So it made it seem like maybe she was dead. And I get that theory, but the director said that, or producer, I don't know who it was, but there's an article online where the actual producer or director said that she's not dead. So I'm like, okay, well, I know she's not dead. The way they showed that scene was really, really interesting. And when I was watching it, you guys, like, her acting, like, peaked. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, this girl, like, I actually believe her. Like, I believe it. Like, her acting, oh my gosh. This girl needs an Oscar for this show. Like, she needs a freaking Oscar. Like, this, the acting alone in that scene, just needs an Oscar. I believed every movement she made. Like, it was crazy. And again, me and my coworker were talking about it, and like, you guys know, I work in the hospital, so my coworker works in the hospital too, and we were talking about like how her, just the whole character and everything is so believable. Like, you could, like, you've seen people like her, especially in the hospital, and like, you just believe it. Like, she does such a good job at depicting what that would look like and what that would, feel like. She's doing such an amazing role with this. She's doing such an amazing job with this role, you guys. Like, it's so crazy how good she is. So anyways, I'm going to go in with some of this concealer. This is Kat Von D in D31. I just wanted to add a little bit more coverage from concealer, because the Fenty one is not as full as I want it to be, like, right now. I don't know. I just wanted something a little bit more full, I guess. So we're going to add a little bit more concealer just to add some coverage. Oh my gosh, you guys, I felt so bad and sorry for Cassie when I saw like her dad's story. I mean, Rue's dad's story is also crazy and sad, but like Cassie, I was not expecting it. With Cassie's dad, I was just really like taken back, and I felt so sad, especially in the little garage scene that they had. Oh my gosh, you guys. So next I'm going to use the Fenty powder in Banana, and I'm just going to add this under my eye. As I'm talking to you guys about the show right now, I'm realizing that a lot of the problems are data issue problems, like with pretty much everybody. Like Rue, Maddie, is it Maddie? Yeah, Maddie kind of. Cassie definitely. Nate, yeah, like it's a lot of daddy issues. Okay. So next I'm going to add in the Laura Mercier Glow Powder. This is the same medium deep powder, but the glow version of it. On the perimeter of my face mainly. I just want to make sure I avoid my oily areas, because oily areas will get dewy on its own, and dewy and like this powder just will be too much. So we're just going to put this on the perimeter of my face. I'm going to use the Prime Beauty bronzer, and the color is Bronzeville, and yeah, Bronzeville, and we're just going to put this as our bronzer. Alright, so let's talk about who else we want to talk about. Like, I don't know. I don't want to ruin the show for you guys if you haven't seen it. And I feel like I haven't ruined anything yet, because I haven't really been too specific. Okay? I've been really vague about things. Let me see. Let's talk about the Handmaid's Tale. Like, have you guys seen the Handmaid's Tale? If you watch the Handmaid's Tale, comment down below that you do. Not like with any spoilers or nothing. I'm actually behind, so I started watching The Handmaid's Tale on Sunday, and I binge watched into season 3 in like 3 days, you guys. It was horrible. It was really, really bad. I did a lot of skipping, like 30-second skips, because I felt like some of it was just really dragged out. Like, if they were like, I don't know, just doing something I felt was like boring, I would just skip through it. But not really conversations, just like boring like scenes that were just dragging out. So that's how I was able to skip through. That's how I was able to reach so far in 3 days. So anyways, let me just go ahead and do some blush. I'm going to use Max Format for my blush. And Okay, so first of all, the main character in The Handmaid is just really, really annoying to me. She just really irks me, you guys. Like, I mean, I know in the show they call her selfish, but like literally she's the most selfish person ever. Like, I don't even know how you could just be the cause of so many people's problems and deaths and like everything. Like, it's just like, girl. Like, it's just also crazy that she's able to get away with so much because she's literally a handmaid, but somehow she's able to talk back. She's able to like just be rude, kind of. So as some highlight, I'm going to use Artist Couture's Honey Drip, and I'm going to put this on my cheeks. Also, if you watch this show, can you guys let me know where you think they are? Because I've been trying to figure out where they are, and I mean, like on a map, because I know we kind of have an idea that they have been in Boston, and I know like they mentioned things like New York at some times, but like they get to Canada pretty quickly. Or maybe they just kind of speed it up. I don't know, but I feel like they get to Canada kind of quick, so I really want to know where they are exactly because I'm just trying to figure it out for no particular reason, honestly, just besides knowing where they are. I guess it's because they get to Canada so fast. I'm like, where the heck are y'all? Like, are y'all in Buffalo right now? Like, where are y'all? Okay, so for eyeshadow, I'm not doing too much for eyeshadow because I really don't have too much time, but I'm going to take the shade Yardy. And I'm going to take Beijing from this palette. This is the Island Gyal palette. I want to do a more colorful look with it for you guys because I feel like I have to. It's a very colorful palette, and I feel like I just have to do something more bold and colorful. But for today, we're just going to keep it a little bit like on the neutral side. Not neutral, but not too much. Not doing too much. Gonna blend this right in here. I'm gonna drag this on my eyelid a little bit. I'm taking some more of rum cake and I'm just gonna add some more here to make it a little darker. And I'm gonna take a little bit of Sunsplash and add that in the inner corner. Ooh, this is nice. Ooh. Oh my gosh, I would need to sneeze as soon as I do mascara. Like, this is ridiculous. For my lower lash line, I'm going to add this color called Smoke from Mercier. It's like a black with some type of sheen to it. Like a sheen. It's not matte. It's like, it's a black shade, but it has a little bit of sheen to it. Alright, and then I'm going to take some mascara and just kind of... This mascara was made for the lower lash line, y'all. Like, it's the best. You need it just for that. Okay, so... Looking nice and dewy. We look nice and glowy. I love the glow. The glow is beautiful. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and do my lips real quick. So, I don't even know what I'm going to do because I didn't plan this out for lips. I never plan my lips out, y'all. So I'm going to take this Colourpop liner from Shayla and Colourpop called BFF something. BFF 4. And then I'm going to use the Fenty Gloss Bomb today, just like that. I got some lashes off AliExpress and I'm so happy, y'all. I got these. I got some of these. These are 25 millimeter lashes, which I'm really excited about because they look so bomb and they were so cheap. You guys know I love some cheap lashes because I love finding good cheap lashes because girl. All right, this is what they look like. All right, y'all. So these lashes are definitely very long. This is some next level 25 millimeters because I've never seen them so long. Okay. All right, so for the side of my face, I'm gonna use this dewy face skin mist from Tatcha, and just on the side though. I don't want this anywhere near my T-zone because child, no. You are not invited over here. Nowhere near my T-zone. And then for my T-zone, I'm going to use the Benai Seal Deal, whatever, because this will keep me nice and matte in my T-zone. Alright, let me take this do-rag off my head. I need to comb my hair. I don't even know what to do with my hair because... Alright, let me just put these earrings on. Alright, so I'm going to take my hair out this wrap. Tell me how I fell asleep last night, y'all. I got my... So I got a blowout on Monday. And I've been really good about, you know, sleeping with my hair wrapped up. But last night, I was so exhausted, I literally fell asleep at, like, early. I fell asleep at, like, 8 o'clock last night because I was so tired. And I didn't wrap my hair. I was so mad when I woke up and realized I didn't wrap my hair. I was mad. I was like, Johnny, why you didn't tell me? Why nobody didn't tell me? I do need a trim because I have a lot of split ends, but I just haven't had the time yet. So, anyways, I'm gonna... to my edges. Is this part crooked? It probably is, but I really don't care. I'm gonna use some edge control right now because my edges look crazy. I'm gonna put some edge control on these edges. Alright, my hair is so thin. I need some volume, but that's what we're gonna do. So I'm done with my hair and my makeup. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. And I love you guys. Bye.